What is going on, guys? I'm pretty excited for today's video. A new set just came out, Phantom Rage. If you haven't already seen the video title, I'm super stoked to be able to open this on the channel. It's a set that I've been waiting for a little bit now. I used to run a PK Fire deck, as you can probably tell from the other video that I made. And so it's got a good amount of support for that deck. And some notable pulls out of this set are going to be Double A Zeus, the Zoo King Alpha, or I don't know what they're calling it. The Phantom Beast of Torn Scales, that's going to be, not Phantom Beast, Phantom Knights of Torn Scales. That's going to be a pretty good card for that set. Plus, like, any Starlight Rare would be just incredibly awesome to pull and really cool on the channel. And yeah, this set just has a whole bunch of support for all kinds of cool archetypes like Raid Raptors, Zodiacs, a new archetype, a new archetype, Tri-Brigade. It has support for Tri-Brigade. Oh my god. This set has some new support for Tri-Brigade. This set has some new support for Tri-Brigade. Oh my god. This set has some new archetypes coming out. One of them being mutants, one of them being Tri-Brigade. Those are some archetypes that I'm pretty interested in, so it'll be pretty exciting to see the cards for that. So yeah, I just picked it up today from my locals, and pretty much every time I get some stuff from the locals, I usually end up pulling good stuff, so hopefully that applies to today as well. But let's just jump on into it. Let's go, pack number 1. Okay, Dual Avatar, Defeating Evil, Xyz Import, Mutant GB88, Mutant Cry, and the first super is Dual Avatar Fist Yugioh. Okay, so we got some Dual Avatar stuff. Here's actually another good Phantom Knights card that I don't mind having as well. Alright. Virtual World Shell Yaya. I'm actually really excited to see how these turn out. I think they're really focused on like banishing and stuff, and I actually really like when cards banish, as long as like the actual part of like the main deck isn't like banishing. Like the Macro Cosmos decks I don't like too much, but when like they banish for like other like card effects and stuff like that, it's kind of nice, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but alright, cool. Mutant Synthesis. I actually really like the artwork on these cards. They're pretty cool. I like the way that they make them look kind of like some like alien psychic creatures. I think they're pretty like fusion based, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a like core of the mutant cards. That'd be pretty good too. Malama, the Fairy Dragon, Raid Raptor, Heal Eagle, cool. Tri-Brigade Oath, Infernity Conjurer. Oh, Tri-Brigade Fractal. Okay, that's our first Ultra. That's not too bad. Can't complain. Another good card that would actually be really good too would be like the Raiders. The Raiders Xyz monster. Raiders Knight or something like that. I think that's a good card as well. Bloodness Reptolfin Greethes. Another one of the Fairy Dragons, Raid Raptor, Virtual World. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, cool, another Virtual World card. This one's supposed to be pretty good too. The Nyan Nyan is pretty good. And then Charge into a Dark World. This is an interesting card too. Pretty good for like a lot of like Fiend support. Target 1 level 4 lower Fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then discard 1 Fiend monster. Activate 1 charge into a Dark World per turn. Yeah, it might be pretty good for like Burning Abyss and stuff. We'll see. Oh, come on. Inazumi Hanabi. The Raid Raptors card, and again with the fish. Mutant Beast, okay. I remember seeing this card when they were like leaking cards. I like the artwork for it a lot. It's really nice. Like I said before, all the mutant cards just have really good artwork, I think. I don't know if the mutant cards are going to be any good, really. I've heard speculation that like they're not going to be that great, but they seem like a really cool archetype to play in general, so I'd be pretty down to just make a deck for it and just kind of play around with it. Dogmaticism, that's cool. Some UA support, I forgot that that comes in here too. Oh, the Praying Kids Meowmoo. Everybody was like really excited for this card. This is a pretty good Praying Kids card. I don't really know what Praying Kids tend to do or anything like that. I just know that people are like really excited about this card in particular. So it's pretty cool to see that they're going to get some support. And I saw like a lot of the Praying Kids cards going up in price over the past, couple weeks. So I'm trying not to talk while I open the pack, because I know that it like messes up with the audio. But I know that people were looking to trying to get the Praying Kids cards, and some of the Praying Kids cards went up because they knew that card was coming out for the archetype. Ooh, Virtual World Dragon Long. So this has to do with that Virtual World archetype, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I think they tend to use like a lot of banish cards. I didn't look too much into like what like a lot of the different archetypes do and stuff like that. But I know that that's kind of like in general like what they want to do. Okay. Dual Avatar, XZ support, Mutant Cry. Oh, sick! Alright, Arc Rebellion XZ's Dragon. I actually really wanted this card as well. I forgot that this was in here, but this is a pretty good card. It's really good for the Phantom Knights as well. There's like a rank up spell card in here that's an ultra rare that allows you to go into this really easy. So this thing's kind of like a Boroso Dragon, where it just kind of like gains a bunch of attack and just like tries to OTK your opponent. So this is a really good card. I'm really excited to get this. Hopefully we can get the rank up card as well. Because without the rank up card, there isn't really like a good way to go into that. But with the rank up card, you can go into there from a like a rank 3 or something like that, and you just basically banish monsters, dark monsters from your graveyard to get to for each rank that you want to increase the monster by. So I actually really like this card, Penguin Brave. I used to love Penguin cards, even like before they were like an actual, well, I guess they're not really like an actual archetype now, but I guess before they were even considered to be close to an archetype before. I used to make a Penguin deck out of like Penguin Soldier and I think like Nightmare Penguin, or like a bunch of like random Penguin cards, but they were just really cool. So it's cool to see that they finally have some type of way to kind of go into some, crazier combos and stuff like that. And Penguin Brave is a really cool card for that archetype. And I'm really excited to hope that they reprint this in a secret, because I feel like it will look really cool in a secret. Then we also got the Gizmet card of this set. Actually, the artwork on these cards have just been really phenomenal, really. This reminds me of like Zoids. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that show, but this reminds me a lot of like the robots that they fight in and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, more Virtual World cards. Infernity, yeah, there's like some Infernity support in here too. I'll try to get this in the camera better. All right, we got another Dual Avatar card. That's pretty cool. I like the little like spirit avatars. That's cool. That's like a nice little touch they added to like the artwork and stuff, which I'm guessing is kind of like their whole thing, is that they're like spirit avatars or something. This is an interesting card too, this Geonator Transverser. So basically this card, like if it points to 2 monsters, you can like swap control of those monsters, which is pretty interesting. The link arrows are like in kind of like weird spots, but I think if you can pull it off, you can do some like I think it could potentially get to a point where like this card becomes really like universally used, and then you have to like be like really cautious of where you put monsters and coordinations, like extra monster zones. And like if you decide to use one of the extra monster zones, then you would have to make sure that you don't put something like a Boroso Dragon in like the other monster zone where this card could like take advantage of it and like swap it with something. Alright, Mutant MO5 as our next ultra rare. So from what I understand from this archetype is that you use these smaller ones to go into like the bigger mutant cards. I think this one grabs like monsters or something. Yeah, one monster from your deck to your hand. Like I said, I didn't look too much into like how the actual archetype works or anything like that, so I could be totally wrong on like a lot of these. But I think from what I understand, that's pretty much how you want to go about, or how that archetype works. Some more Raid Raptors cards. And then another dual avatar. Okay. Dual avatar feet. Do they have like different like body part names? Let's see. Armored something. Oh yeah, he's fists, he's feet. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so now we're back on we're on to the other side. If our other secret can be like the double A Zeus or something like the Phantom, not the Phantom, the Alpha Beast thing, that'd be pretty cool. Raid Raptors Phantom Knight's Claw. They're really trying to like cram as many like archetypes into like these cards now. I feel like it's a really long name, but it's cool. I like that. It's like it's like the Phantom Knight spirit is like embodying like the Raid Raptor monster in there, which is pretty cool. I don't know much about the Raid Raptor cards, but it seemed to be a pretty cool archetype. At least the artwork on is pretty cool from all the ones I've seen so far. Okay, Raid Raptor Strangle Lanus. That's pretty cool. Yeah, once again, Konami does not disappoint with the artworks. Pretty much all the cards in the these past couple of sets have been really cool, I think. Rise of the Duelist had some pretty cool stuff. I mean, the Infernoble Knight monsters, those are really cool. And like, what else do they have in there? The Dogmatica cards are really cool. I actually really enjoy looking at the Dogmatica cards. Oh, okay, cool. The Tri-Brigade card, the waifu card. Okay, I like this card. It's interesting. Like I said, I don't know that much about like what they like to do, but I know that this card is pretty integral to the strategy. So it's cool to have this card. This card also comes in like a Starlight rare, and so I'm imagining that the price for that card is going to be like freaking insane because it's like a waifu card and Starlight rare. Alright, we've gotten like so many of these. I feel like they've been the starter of like most of my packs. Mutant Arsenal. Whoa, this thing looks pretty badass. Like I said, the artwork for these cards is just really cool. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Yeah. Konami did a really good job with the artwork on like a lot of these cards. Like I said, I wouldn't mind trying to piece together a mutant deck. One thing is I don't really want to pick up E-Tallies because they just went up super high in price recently because of the prediction of if it being really good. Plus, like some of these Virtual World cards are psychic types as well, so like, you know, emergency teleports can be pretty good for stuff like that. Speaking of which, Virtual World Roshi. Okay, this is pretty cool. I know that Nian Yan is like one of the more important ones, and then there's another one too that has like a weirder name as well. But it's cool. These are like psychic tuners and like worms and stuff, and so I think they have like a lot of versatility. Go to Millions again. That's a cool card. Infernity Doom Archfiend. I've actually never really been that much of a fan. Oh, Penguin Grave. Alright. I've actually never really been that much of a fan of like the Infernity cards. I've never been a huge fan of like I know that a lot of them are, you need to have like no cards in your hand and stuff like that for like a lot of their effects to really pop off. I've never been like a huge fan of that personally, but I mean, I've heard a lot of people tend to like them, so I mean, there's probably something to it. I'm really curious on what this Banisher or Banquet of Millions is. Banish a number of cards from your extra deck face down. Banish the same number of random face down cards from your opponent's extra deck face up until the end phase. That's a really interesting card. I feel like that's pretty useful if you banish cards from where face down? From your extra deck face down. Oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. Like if you run like the Grand Maju deck, I think they don't run too many extra deck monsters, or at least none that are like super important. You know, that's why they run like stuff like I think they run like Pot of Extravagance and stuff like that. So that's pretty useful, especially like on your opponent's turn. If you go first, then if they're trying to set up like their combo, you could just banish like your entire extra deck or like a hefty chunk of it, and like the chances, it's like random, right? It's not like, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's random or not, but even if it's not, I mean, you could like pretty much, most combo decks go through like almost their entire extra deck turn one, so you could like really kind of mess them up and force them to have to not go like optimally. Virtual World City, Kowloon. Oh, there's even some like Fur Hire support here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, down to the last few packs. We're still missing our second secret. We've got 5 total packs left. I think we pulled 2 or 3 ultras, so we might have 1 more ultra, a secret, and then potentially a starlight if we get lucky enough. I have also seen a couple people pull 3 secrets out of their box, which is pretty cool. Rock Band, Xeno guitar. Rock Monster. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, interesting. I mean, they got to try to support a. Actually, never mind. Is there like a whole like rock archetype, like a rock band archetype? I've never heard of it. Ooh, okay. There's our other ultra. Armatile, Chaos, Phantom, Phantom of Fury. Like I said, they just really don't disappoint with like the artwork for these past couple sets. This has just been really nice. I've always been a huge Sacred Beast fan. I actually have a playmat I should have put out for it, but I got one of the structure decks. One of my friends actually runs he bought 3 of the structure decks, so he runs the Sacred Beast deck. So maybe that'd be pretty good for him. It's like banishes like it switches control to like the opponent during the end phase, and then it like banishes all their cards or whatever. So even if they have like some crazy setup board, then you can still get through it just by essentially banishing all their cards. It's kind of like evenly matched, basically. Virtual World Beast, Yugioh. Okay. What is it like a beetle? It's like a beetle or something, I don't know. It's pretty cool though. And I'm always a fan of them bringing back this like Gaga Gigo monster all the time. They always make him look cooler with like every iteration, I feel like. Alright, we're still missing 1 secret. So let's see. Should be worth the wait, right? Dual Avatar Fist. Oh, I think we got this one earlier, actually. Alright, it's making me a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because there could be a chance that this is a 1 secret box, in which case I would not be super happy. But if this has, like, you know, the Zoo King Alpha, or the AA Zeus, or the Phantom Knight card, the Secret Rare Torn Scales, I'd be more than happy, but I'm hoping that we have 2 secrets in this box. And let's go, there it is. All right, the Phantom Knight's Torn Scales, that's what I was looking for. All right, that was worth the wait. All right, you scared me, man. You freaking scared me here. I was hoping that this wasn't gonna be a 1 secret box, because I hear that that's a thing. I haven't seen it, and I've never had it happen to me. I don't buy boxes that often, but yeah, so I was a little bit worried that it was going to be like a 1 secret box. But I'm really glad that we ended up getting 2 secrets. Like I said, the artwork on these cards is just absolutely fantastic. Both the Rebellion card, the Torn Scales. If you have seen like other people pull like the other ones, those are just fantastic. The AA Zeus looks great. And those are just both cards that are just going to go in like a lot of different decks. And so they are pretty versatile. I mean, any deck that runs XZ's cards can really run the AA Zeus like no problem. So, and even like the Zoo King Alpha is basically just like a Pankratops, but like on steroids. So I mean, those are pretty good cards to get too. So this set is just all around pretty good. These are just some of the other cards that we pulled. Let's go ahead and pull out the ultras over here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 ultras, right? Yeah, 4 ultras. And yeah, so I'm excited to see kind of how these archetypes do. What kind of tech ends up coming out with these cards, and just seeing like how people use this set to innovate. And this is a great set. You know, go check it out. Support your local store, your local game stores. You know, that they try to keep them in business as much as you can, especially during like COVID times and stuff like that. But I hope you guys like the opening, and I hope that you got to see kind of what kind of cards come in this set and stuff. And that's pretty much it. So all right, you guys have a good one. Bye bye.